Mission timer initialized.
Yes, sir. Engineering, affirmative. Affirmative. Engineering, affirmative.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative.
Engineering, affirmative. Commander, indeed. For king and country. On my way. For king and country. Indeed. Indeed. On my way. Indeed.
Medic reporting. Affirmative out. Medic reporting.
Reporting.
Agreed. Very well. Medic reporting. Moving out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Of course. Very well. At once. At once. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Mission saved.
Affirmative.
Report. Yes, sir. Affirmative out.
Yes, affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Medic reporting out. Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out. Affirmative out. Moving out. Moving out. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. Very well. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Moving out. Affirmative out. Affirmative. Affirmative. Moving out. Affirmative. Affirmative out. Waiting orders. Very well. Acknowledge. Ready and waiting. Very well. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative out. Waiting orders. Agreed. Very well. Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Medic reporting. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Agreed.
Unit lost.
Agreed. Of course. Medic reporting. Moving out.
Unit lost.
Moving out. Medic reporting. Moving out.
Unit lost.
Reporting. Affirmative. Agreed. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out. Ready and waiting.
Engineering. Affirmative. Engineering.
Yes, sir. Agreed.
Engineering. Affirmative. Affirmative.
At once. Very well.
Mission timer
Yes, sir.
initialized.
At once. Agreed.
Yes, sir. For king and my way. For king and country. For king and country. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Indeed. King and country.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Waiting orders. At once. Yes, sir. Very well. Agreed. Of course. Reporting. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting.
Yes, sir. Commander. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders.
Very well. Reporting. At once.
Reporting.
Very well.
Acknowledged.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Ready and waiting. Agreed. Reporting. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Of course. Yes, sir.
Ready and waiting. Very well.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Very well.
Medic reporting. 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 Affirmative.
Yes, sir. At once.
Agreed.
Very well.
Yes, affirmative.
Reporting. Very well. Agreed. Yes, sir. Of course. At once. Affirmative. At once. Agreed. Agreed.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Awaiting orders. Agreed. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. On my
Indeed.
way. For king and country. For king and country. Indeed. For king and country.
Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative.
For king and country. Engineering.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Yes, affirmative.
Ready and waiting. Acknowledged. Of course.
Yes, sir. For king and country.
Reporting.
Affirmative. At once.
Very well.
Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Commander, on my
For
way.
king and country. Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. Agreed.
Mission saved.
Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative. At once. At once. Affirmative.
Commander, for king and
Medic
country.
reporting. Affirmative. Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out.
Commander, indeed.
Reporting. Of course.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Reporting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. At once.
Reporting. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. Agreed. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. Agreed. Very well. Yes, sir. Moving out. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Ready and waiting.
Very well.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Acknowledged.
Very well.
Agreed.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative.
Unit
Of course.
lost.
Waiting orders. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Medic affirmative. Moving out. Affirmative.
40 minutes.
Ready and
remaining.
waiting. Once. Yes, sir.
Unit
Moving out.
lost.
Moving out. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Out.
Mission loaded.
Affirmative. At once. Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Commander. Yes, sir. Indeed. For king and country. Yes, sir.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. At once. Reporting. Agreed. Yes, sir.
Reporting. Agreed. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Indeed. Indeed.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Commander. Indeed. On my way. Indeed.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. On my way. Engineering. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Very well.
40 minutes remaining.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. At once. At once. Affirmative. Agreed. Agreed. Very well. At once. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Engineering. Affirmative. 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 Commander.
Yes, sir. Very well.
Reporting at once. Very well. Very agreed.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Ready and waiting.
Engineering. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Ready and
Very
waiting.
well.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Reporting.
Reporting.
Agreed.
Very well. At once. Yes, sir. Agreed.
Ready and waiting.
Affirmative.
Very well.
Medic reporting.
Moving out.
Affirmative.
Reporting. Very well. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. On my way. King and country. Indeed. On my way. Indeed. On my way.
Reporting. Agreed. Agreed.
Yes, sir. For king and country.
Awaiting orders. Agreed.
Yes, sir. On my way. Indeed. On my way. Yes, sir.
Reporting.
Affirmative. 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 Commander, for king and country.
Ready and waiting. Of course.
Medic reporting.
Reporting. Affirmative. Agreed.
Commander, for king and country. Yes, sir.
Reporting at once. Very well. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Indeed. On my way. Indeed. For king and country.
Yes, sir. At once.
Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir. Very well.
Yes, sir. Very well.
Acknowledged. Agreed.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once. At once.
Yes, sir. At once.
Acknowledged. Agreed. Acknowledged. At once.
Acknowledged. Agreed. Reporting. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. At once. Very well. Agreed. Very well.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out. Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Agreed. Agreed. Affirmative.
Mission saved.
Yes, sir. At once.
Medic reporting.
Awaiting orders.
Medic affirmative.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative. At once. Agreed.
Medic reporting.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative. At once.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Ready and waiting.
No, affirmative.
Ready and waiting. At once. Agreed. Very well. Ready and waiting.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir. Very well.
Ready and waiting. At once.
Yes, sir.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Ready and
Very
waiting.
well.
Very well. Agreed.
Yes, sir. Ready and waiting.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders.
Reporting.
Medic reporting. Affirmative. Medic reporting.
Reporting. Of course. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. At once. Agreed.
Reporting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Reporting at once. Affirmative. At once.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting.
Reporting.
Medic reporting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Very well. Affirmative. Agreed.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Agreed.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Medic reporting.
Awaiting orders. Agreed. Of course. Ready and waiting.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Awaiting orders.
Awaiting orders.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Reporting. Of course.
Reporting.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. 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 Agreed. Affirmative.
Reporting. Of course.
Yes, sir. At once.
Acknowledged. Of course.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Very well.
Acknowledged. Very affirmative. At once. Affirmative.
Reporting. At once.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Awaiting orders. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. At once. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Agreed. At once. Affirmative.
Awaiting order.
Ready and waiting. Agreed.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Agreed.
Yes, sir. Waiting orders. Yes, sir.
Reporting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Reporting. Very well.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Reporting.
Medic reporting.
Waiting orders.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Reporting.
Reporting. Waiting orders. Affirmative. Agreed. Very well.
Awaiting order. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. At once.
Yes, sir.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative. Agreed.
Unit lost.
Reporting. Affirmative. Very well. Agreed. At once.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Acknowledged. At once.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Mission loaded.
Yes, sir. Ready and waiting.
Reporting.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Very well. Ready and waiting. Of course.
Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Reporting. Agreed. Affirmative.
Ready and waiting. At once.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Very well. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Very well.
Ready and waiting.
Reporting. Very well.
Reporting. Agreed.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative. Of course. Ready and waiting. Awaiting orders. Very well.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Medic reporting.
Ready and waiting. Agreed.
Acknowledged.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Ready and waiting.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Of course.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Reporting at once.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Very well. Reporting. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir.
Acknowledged. At once. Very well.
Awaiting orders. Of course. Acknowledged. Very well. Very well. Very well.
Yes, sir.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Very well.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders.
Reporting at once. Ready and waiting at once.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting. Agreed.
Ready and waiting, of course.
Unit lost.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Very well.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Ready and waiting. Agreed. At once.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out.
Yes, sir. At once.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Of course.
Awaiting orders.
Agreed. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Medic report. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Reporting at once.
Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Medic reporting. Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out. Medic reporting.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders. Very well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. At once. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed.
Acknowledged. At once.
Acknowledged. At once.
Ready and waiting. Very well.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Ready and waiting. Agreed. Very well. Yes, sir. Very well.
Reporting at once.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Agreed. Agreed. Yes, sir. Very well. Acknowledged. Affirmative. At once. Very well. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Reporting at once. Agreed.
Awaiting orders. Very well.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Yes, sir. Agreed.
Yes, sir.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders.
Ready and waiting. Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Very well.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Ready and waiting.
Medic reporting.
Yes, sir. Very well. Agreed. Affirmative. Very well. Agreed. Very well.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged. Of course.
Ready and waiting. At once.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir.
Reporting.
Medic reporting.
Reporting.
Medic reporting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. At once.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Reporting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Very well.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. At once. Reporting.
Reporting. Of course.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Mission saved.
Yes, sir.
Engineering.
Awaiting orders.
Engineering.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Medic reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. On my way. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Awaiting orders.
Ready and waiting.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very well.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Commander, on my way. Indeed. On my way.
Yes, sir. Agreed.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Reporting. Agreed.
Yes, sir.
Ready and waiting. Very well.
Yes, sir. Very well. Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Agreed. Yes, sir. Very well.
Mission saved.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Reporting. Of course.
Commander, on my way. Medic reporting.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged. Of course. Yes, sir. At once.
Ready and waiting. Very well. At once.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Acknowledged. At once.
Yes, sir. At once.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Reporting.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Very well.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged. Very well.
Acknowledge. At once.
Acknowledged. At once. Yes, sir. At once.
Awaiting orders.
Agreed. Reporting.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. Affirmative.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. At once. Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. At once. Awaiting orders. At once.
Acknowledge. Very well.
Awaiting orders. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. At once.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir.
Ready and waiting.
Yes, sir. Very well.
Yes, sir. Very well.
Awaiting
Very
orders.
well.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Reporting.
Reporting.
At once. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Agreed. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Agreed.
Yes, sir.
Reporting.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Reporting. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Ready and waiting. Agreed. Yes, sir. Of course.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Very well.
Yes, sir. At once.
Reporting. At once. Reporting. Agreed. At once. Very well. Affirmative. 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 Very well. At once. Very well.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting.
Awaiting orders. Very well. Agreed.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Yes, sir. At once. Ready and waiting. Agreed.
Medic reporting.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well.
Medic reporting out.
Acknowledged. Agreed. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Reporting. Agreed.
Unit lost.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Agreed.
Medic
Unit
reporting.
Yes, sir. Of course.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Medic reporting. Affirmative. Moving out.
Reporting. Ready and waiting. Affirmative.
Medic reporting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir. At once.
Awaiting orders.
Engineering. Affirmative. 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 Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. At once.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
30 minutes
Affirmative.
remaining.
Very well. Agreed. At once. Very well.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Indeed.
Yes, sir. Agreed.
Yes, sir. For king and country.
Acknowledged. At once. Affirmative. Of course. Affirmative. At once. Agreed.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Of course.
Commander. For king and
Unit
Yes,
country.
sir.
lost.
Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Engineering. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Reporting. Very well. At once.
Engineering.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Awaiting orders. Agreed. Very well. At once. Agreed. Affirmative. Very well.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative. Affirmative. Engineering. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. At once.
Explosive charge placed.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Medic reporting. Engineering. Affirmative. Affirmative. Engineering. Yes, sir.
Mission timer initialized.
Yes, affirmative. Affirmative. Engineering. Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative. 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 Engineering. Commander. For king and country. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Indeed. Engineering. Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Mission saved.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Mission timer
Yes,
initialized.
affirmative. Yes, sir. For king and country.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Yes, sir.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Ready and waiting. At once. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Very well. Ready and waiting. At once. At once. Very well. At once. Agreed. Of course.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Very well. Reporting. Very well.
Commander, on my way.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well.
Engineering.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Commander, for king and country. On my way.
Acknowledged.
Yes, affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Of course. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Engineering.
Moving out.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Very well.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Ready and waiting.
Engineering.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. At once.
Engineering.
Ready and waiting. Very well.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Engineering. Affirmative.
Reporting. Agreed.
Commander.
Indeed.
Indeed. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Ready and waiting. Of course.
Yes, sir.
Yes, affirmative.
Reporting. At once. Ready and waiting. Reporting. Very well.
Acknowledge.
Yes,
Affirmative.
sir. Indeed. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Commander, for king and country. Engineering. Affirmative. 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 Yes, sir. On my way. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. At once.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. At once. Affirmative. At once.
Engineering.
Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir.
Engineering.
Ready
Affirmative.
and waiting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once. Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Reporting at once. Very well. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. For king and country.
Explosive charge placed.
Engineering. Affirmative. Commander. On my way.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Commander. On my way. On my way.
Yes, sir. At once. At once. Of course.
Yes, sir. On my way. For king and country. For king and country. On my way.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
At once. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. For king and country, indeed. For king and country.
Acknowledged. Very well. Very well. Yes, sir.
Commander.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Ready and waiting.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative. 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 Moving out.
Engineering. Affirmative. Engineering. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Reporting. Agreed.
Explosive charge placed.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. On my way. Engineering.
Acknowledged.
Engineering. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Medic reporting.
Engineering.
Moving out. Moving out.
Commander. For king and country. Indeed.
Ready and waiting. Very well. Affirmative.
40 minutes
Of course.
remaining.
Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative. Agreed. Very well. Agreed.
Commander. On my way.
Mission saved.
For king and country.
Reporting. Very well.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Very well.
Commander. For king and country.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Indeed.
Medic reporting.
Yes, sir. On my way.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Engineering.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Mission saved.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Mission loaded.
Affirmative. Engineering. Affirmative. Engineering. Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. At once. Agreed. Affirmative. Agreed. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Medic reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Reporting. Agreed. Very well.
Unit lost. Mission loaded.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Engineering.
Ready and waiting. Agreed. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Agreed. At once.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Yes, sir.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Engineering. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir.
Mission saved.
Reporting. Agreed. 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 Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Of course. At once.
Mission saved.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Affirmative.
sir, at once. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well.
Engineering.
Mission saved.
Affirmative.
Reporting. Very well. At once. Yes, sir. Of course. Very well.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Medic reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Moving out. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Reporting at once. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Engineering.
Acknowledged.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Very well.
Medic reporting. Moving out. Affirmative.
Reporting. Very well.
Medic reporting. Moving out. Medic reporting. Moving out.
Yes, affirmative.
Mission loaded.
Yes, sir. Engineering.
Reporting.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Very well. Of course.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative.
Reporting. Awaiting orders. At once. Affirmative. At once. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative. Acknowledged. At once. Agreed. Very well. At once. Yes, sir. At once. Very well. Ready and waiting. Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Reporting. Agreed.
Medic reporting.
Waiting order. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Yes, sir. Very well. Very well.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir. Agreed. Agreed.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Commander, on my way. On my way. On my way.
Medic reporting.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Engineering affirmative. Engineering affirmative.
Reporting. Very well. Reporting.
Reporting.
Yes, sir.
Engineering affirmative.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative.
Explosive charge placed.
Reporting.
Reporting. Very well. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Engineering affirmative.
Yes, sir. Agreed.
Yes, sir.
For king and country. Indeed.
Medic reporting.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Indeed. Indeed.
Medic reporting. Affirmative. Moving out. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. At once. Agreed. Very well. Agreed.
Mission loaded.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Medic reporting out. Yes, sir. Affirmative. At once. Very well. Very well. At once. Very well. Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Agreed. Affirmative. Agreed. Very well. Agreed.
Medic reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Very well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Acknowledge. Reporting. Yes, sir.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Awaiting orders.
Explosive charge placed.
Engineering affirmative. Engineering
Yes, sir.
affirmative. Affirmative.
Medic reporting. Medic reporting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Moving out.
Engineering affirmative. Affirmative.
Acknowledge.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Agreed. Reporting. At once.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Mission saved.
Yes, sir. Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Engineering affirmative.
Medic reporting. Moving out. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Reporting. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Engineering affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Reporting. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Ready and Very waiting.
Reporting.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Reporting.
Reporting.
Agreed. Very well. At once.
Mission saved.
Affirmative. Medic reporting. Out. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well. Medic reporting. Out.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Mission saved.
Awaiting orders. Very well. Agreed. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. Agreed. Very well. Affirmative. Reporting. Agreed. Acknowledged. Agreed. Ready and
Unit
waiting.
lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Engineering. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting at once. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Explosive charge
Engineering.
placed.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Agreed.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Medic reporting.
Yes, sir.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Reporting. Very well.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
At once.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Engineering.
Reporting. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Very well.
Acknowledged. Agreed. Very well. At once. Yes, sir. Reporting. At once.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Ready and wait. Yes, sir.
Reporting.
Engineering.
Reporting.
Unit
Engineering.
lost.
Affirmative.
Mission loaded.
Yes, sir.
Engineering.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Engineering. Affirmative. Engineering. Affirmative. Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Engineering.
Yes, sir. Very well.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Commander, for king and country.
Engineering. Affirmative. Engineering. Affirmative.
Commander. On my way, for king and country. Indeed.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Indeed.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Medic report. Affirmative.
Awaiting order. Very well.
Yes, sir.
Indeed. Reporting. Very well. Agreed. Very well.
Commander, for king and country. On my way. On my way.
Ready and waiting.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Engineering.
Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative. 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 Very well. Agreed.
Acknowledged.
Acknowledged.
Affirmative. Of course.
Commander, for king and
Yes, sir.
country.
Very well. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Indeed.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. At once.
Commander, indeed. For king and country.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Indeed. Medic report out. Yes, sir.
Explosive charge placed. Reinforcements have arrived.
On my way.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Mission saved.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Very well. Affirmative. 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 Agreed. Very well. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once.
Mission saved.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. On my way.
Yes, sir. Very well. Agreed. Agreed.
Mission saved.
At once. Awaiting orders. Very well. Agreed. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Indeed. Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative.
Mission loaded.
Affirmative. Ready and waiting. At once. Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Mission loaded.
Affirmative. Ready and waiting. At once. Agreed.
Yes, sir.